YouTube. This is my very first YouTube video. I am so excited. I'm so nervous at the same time. My name is Amy, and as you can see, the name of my channel is Super Mom's Journey. I also have a website that is supermomsjourney.com, so make sure you go check it out. I have a lot of motherhood things going on there. The purpose of this channel is basically like kind of like a spin-off of my website. So on my website I have free printables, blog posts, things like that. So on my channel, basically I'm sharing like the same information, but basically in video form, um, allowing you all to basically interact a little bit more with me. And then I also want a place to be able to pose some questions because I have a lot of questions. Um, I have a 1 year old. He's 15 months, and I still have a lot of questions. So even though I share a lot of information on my website, I have information that I want to gain from all of you other moms. So the purpose of this channel is basically a little spin-off of my website and just a place for me to really interact some more with um, more of you moms. I currently have um, some issues going on that I want to talk about as far as, motherhood, being a wife. Um, the first one is organization. I am absolutely terrible at organization. I know a lot of people that think that I am very, very organized. Maybe to them I am, but to me, I'm awful. I'm terrible. Just awful at organization. And I feel like I really need to improve on it. Um, think like things around the house, they're never in their proper place. Things are basically just everywhere. And then with the 1 year old, he likes to throw things everywhere. Things that belong in the living room somehow end up in the bathtub, things like that. So, trying to keep up with it all and trying to keep everything in its place and keep everything sparkly and just neat. And if I need something or if I'm looking for something, it's where it's supposed to be, and I'm not having to tear the house up even more trying to find something. So, um, organization is one of my top to do things on my to do list that I really want to work on. Um, Another would be my time management. Um, it just seems like I have so many things to do, so many things to get done, and it never gets done on time. So I definitely want to work on my time management and scheduling my days um, properly and just keeping my time organized. So not only, the house organized, but my time also. Um, so that's another thing that I'm actually, I would say, struggling with and what I really, really want to improve on. Um, on my site, supermomsjourney.com, I actually have some to-do list printables where you can actually go print off different forms or different formats of to-do lists that fit basically your style and how you do things. And I also have something that really worked for me, is a reverse to-do list is what I call it. And basically it's just a blank, to-do list where I actually fill in the task that I complete each day. So instead of writing down all of the things that I need to do in a day, when I finish something, I write it down. And then basically that gives me a little bit more satisfaction and I feel a little bit more accomplished because I can go back and look at that reverse to-do list and see, okay, well, I got all these things done. As opposed to um, having a to-do list and I only really get like maybe one thing on the to-do list done and feeling like I went through an entire day and I only got one thing done. But I know in reality I did a whole lot more than just that one thing. So the reverse to-do list basically gives me a little bit more motivation, gives me a little boost in my day so that way I can actually write down everything that I've gotten done and see what I've actually done in the day and feel accomplished and not feel like I've gone through an entire day and all the only thing that I've accomplished is one little thing on my list. So I think that is a wonderful tool. So I also have that available on my supermomsjourney.com website. So if any of you would like a copy of that, go check it out. It's actually done wonders for me. Another thing that I want to work on is fitness. Oh my gosh. Let me just say that when I was in high school, fitness was not a problem. It was not an issue. It was a piece of cake. It was my thing. Um if there was, something like, a part of my body that I needed or I wanted to improve, it was nothing. Like, okay, I need to do this, work out, no problem. Somewhere along the way, that changed. Um, I'm not sure if it was when I became pregnant with my son or maybe before. I'm not sure. But I know that since I've had him, oh gosh, working out it's become a chore. And I hate that. And I want it to be like my thing again. And so now it's a matter of getting myself to actually work out, be active and, making the time, finding the time, figuring out when is the best time and actually just getting myself to move forward with that and work out. On my site, supermomsjourney.com, I have a few posts about my basically my post pregnancy weight loss journey. So I lost all of my pregnancy weight, all but 8 pounds, all but 7 pounds. So at this point, with my son being 15 months old, I am actually 7 pounds from my pre-pregnancy weight. So I talk about everything that I did to reach that point because I gained about let me see, because I gained a lot of weight with him. I gained like 37 pounds with my pregnancy with him. I know that's a lot. So what, 37 pounds? So basically, from I think I started. I can't even remember now when I actually started the weight loss journey. It may have been about 3 months after I had him. So from that time to, I want to say until he was like 8 months or so, because I've held on to these 7 pounds for a long time now. So when I went through the weight loss journey, so basically I lost 30 pounds. So which is cool. But it was hard. Oh my gosh, it was hard. It was so hard. Um, in one of my posts, I basically talk about fitness motivation and all of that because I I had terrible motivation. And part of it was just my whole perspective of um pregnancy and weight loss. I had this idea that um I have a baby and I breastfeed and the weight would basically just fall off. Mm-mm. It didn't work like that. It did not work like that. So because I had this whole idea that breastfeeding helps you lose weight will just fall off. Working out was just it became a chore because it's like, why am I having to do this? It's supposed to just the weight's supposed to just go away, right? It's not going away though. So, it was hard. It was really, really hard. So now I'm trying to basically just get in shape and um because I don't want to go through a future pregnancy the same way I went through my pregnancy with my son, because it got to the point where I struggled through the pregnancy and it was hard for me to walk. It was just hard to get around. Just I was just miserable. So I don't want to go through that same thing with my future pregnancy. So even though I've basically lost, my pregnancy weight, I want to get in shape. I want to get in shape and I want to be fit so that way my next pregnancies I'll be strong. Um I'll be strong and basically just not be miserable again, unless basically that's just inevitable. For some women, pregnancy is just hard on them. I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm hoping that I can, get myself working out, build myself up, grow stronger, and next pregnancy come along, I'm strong and everything is good. I'm not completely miserable. I'm able to at least move around and still walk. Because I mean, it got to the point where my husband, I thought he was being funny, but he he bought me a cane. So I'm like 7, 8 months pregnant, and he's like, "I got something for you," and I'm like, "Oh, what is it?" "Oh, it's a cane." Okay. So I don't want a repeat of that. I don't. I don't want a repeat of that. So, questions. So in each of my videos, I will have questions that I'll pose. And these will be questions that I genuinely want to know the answer to. And they'll be related to whatever I talk about in my videos. So my first question is, how do you all stay organized? Like those of you that are like, organize everything in your house is in its place for the most part. Like how do you do it? Or is that just wishful thinking on my part? Like basically, am I hoping for something that doesn't really happen? My second question is, what for those of you that lost your baby weight after you had your babies, what worked for you? Like what worked for you with, losing your baby weight? Like what was like the thing that like just really helped out so much? Cuz I need some ideas. I really do. I need some ideas. And my third question is those of you that, went through pregnancies, like how did you maintain your fitness? Like I've seen women that have been like 9 months pregnant and they're still like jogging. How in the world do, like, those of you that still, maintain your fitness, you still go out and walk, you still do some type of workout in your pregnancy? Like, what do you do to keep that going? I asked that question because with my pregnancy with AJ, my son, um, I dealt with, of course, the morning sickness, which I don't even know why they call it morning sickness, because it was not in the morning. It was all day. It was 24-hour sickness. So 24-hour sickness, of course. So, but not only that, it was the fatigue. Like, I didn't realize that was, oh my gosh, like feeling, I mean, just tired. Not just, oh, I'm tired. I mean, tired as in, I don't even feel like eating. I don't feel like walking. You mean I gotta get up and go use the potty now? No, I don't feel like it. And your bladder is already working overtime. So I dealt with, extreme fatigue and tiredness, and just, I mean, I could take like a 3 hour nap, an hour nap, 2 hour naps. I mean, I could just take naps and wake up and feel completely exhausted still. So especially with that going on, like, what advice do you all have for keeping up with fitness through pregnancy? Um, Cause like I said, with my future pregnancies, I wanna, stay in shape and stay fit and, you know, be strong. Um, have, my strong muscles or whatnot. I deal with scoliosis, so a lot of times when I'm not stretching like I'm supposed to, my muscles get real tight, and when I'm not in alignment or whatnot, I can feel that when my muscles get really tight and it does not feel good. So that on top of pregnancy, well, I should say pregnancy on top of that, I just I want to be, better prepared next time. So what ideas or advice that you all have um, that would help me keep up with my fitness? And I'm not sure if that's what basically caused me after pregnancy to like despise working out. Like, it's just like I don't want to do that. Compared to, like I said, when I was in high school, like that was my thing. I couldn't understand why people were struggling with weight loss. I'm like, just eat right and exercise. What you talking about? Lose weight. Yeah, it's a struggle. Oh my gosh. So those are my questions. So whatever answers y'all have for me, any advice, suggestions, put those in the comments for me, please, and I will definitely read and respond. And I would really, really appreciate that from you all. So, another part of my videos on this channel will include um, basically an inspiration segment. And this is where I just share, some positive things with everyone, because we all deal with, different things. We all have just so much going on. And it's just nice to be able to have, some positivity and have people to, speak life over you and encourage you and, just inspire you. And I want to talk about marriage, since with me being a wife and all. Yeah. Me and my husband, we've been married 5 years. Yay. And I've noticed even before we got married, um there's a lot of negativity and a lot of attacks on marriage. And I didn't like it then, and I really don't like it now. So I want to come against all the negativity and all the attacks on marriage. Marriage, for those of you that do not realize it, or you don't know, or you listening to all these other people with all this crazy stuff, marriage is a beautiful thing. It really, truly is. Um, when it's done right, it is a very, very beautiful thing. So 3 things I want to basically share with, keeping your marriage strong and staying strong through the negativity and the attacks. The first thing, and I know this is not really what everybody would want to hear, but it is the truth. But the first thing would be to look in the mirror. And I know we've all heard that saying before, but that actually goes a long way. A lot of times we're just, especially, us women, we're quick to, oh, he not right, or he not doing this like I need him to. And sometimes we need to just stop and look in the mirror like, well, what are we doing to basically provoke this behavior? What are we doing that's basically contributing to this? And a lot of times we can change the things that we are not liking, I guess, in our marriage by basically changing our own actions. The second thing, oh my gosh, the second thing is like so hard, but it is absolutely necessary in a marriage, and that is forgiveness. You have to know how to forgive. You can't hold grudges. You have to forgive. My third thing is love. Learn how to love. All this anger and bad talking each other and just attitudes and stuff, that is not love. Basically knowing how to forgive and showing your appreciation for, your husband, and, doing things for him, doing things that will make them happy. Think about what, the things that you like that show that someone loves you. So think about what they would like that would show them that you love them. So, looking in the mirror at yourself, forgiveness, and love. True love. Unconditional love. Love is unconditional. All right, so that has been my first video on YouTube. Once again, I am so excited. Yay! And still nervous. So I don't even know if y'all can tell on camera, but I'm like so nervous. Cause I don't do well with, being in front of people. That's not true. I'm really nervous about being in front of people. But once I get in front of the people, then I'm okay. I mean, after all, I'm a teacher, so that's all I do is get in front of people. In front of the classroom is my stage. I turn into a little comedian sometimes. I tell my students, I'm like, y'all, I should have became a comedian. I should have become a professional comedian. And they're like, no, stick to being a teacher. And so I was like, okay. It's a thought though, right? It's a good idea. And they're like, no. So I was like, okay. So anyway, thank y'all for watching my first YouTube video. Tune in next week. So when I post this, it should be Monday. So tune in next Monday for the next video. And y'all take care. Okay. AJ, what you got now?
What's that? What you got, man?
Pulling stuff. What is that? What does that say? Awesome brother. What you trying to tell us, AJ?